One of the biggest changes that happened in my business is when I decided to go online. And it's not the type of online that you're probably thinking where it's just run a bunch of ads to get yourself out there. There's a time and a place to run ads, but being that I come from the service-based business and I am so heavily involved with service-based businesses here and what we do with our clients when we're helping them get access to business funding, I started noticing a common like trend with a lot of the clients that we were bringing on and that we're working with and that we're servicing. And that's when we go to look them up online, there's it's a ghost town. And this again just goes beyond you hiring a company for simple SEO. What I'm referring to is an actual online presence that you attract your ideal customer to you, and you either have some type of front end acquisition where you have a maybe a lower ticket item that you can sell them to kind of get them in the door so that then you can introduce them to your core service or your core offer, or you have some type of free lead magnet. I don't think I've ever shared this here publicly, at least not on this channel. But I before I actually had the social media presence that I have now, one of the things that I did was I tested by putting out a piece of content. And one of the pieces of content that I put out was a question that I kept getting from clients about taxes and credit that I just got tired of answering, quite frankly. And so I told myself, okay, there has to be a better way than having to repeat this conversation every single day. Every time I would get to the office, clients would ask me the same thing. And I'm all for serving, but at one point, let's put some systems into place. So I said, okay, let me go ahead. And I think at the time I had maybe like 200 YouTube subscribers, if that, like it was a brand spanking new channel. I said, let me take the common questions that I keep getting. So I went ahead and compiled, I think it was like two or three questions, and it was like a 4 minute video. And I just put it all into this is back around 2020. And I put it all into one video. And I said, hey, based on some of the questions that I'm getting, this is the answer. This is what's going on in the market, yada, yada. And so I went ahead and sent it off. I think I texted it at the time to like 15 clients. And some more clients asked me about it, and I texted it to them. So I said, hey, I went ahead and actually made a video just for you. Go ahead and watch that. And then if you have additional questions, come back to me. What happened the next 24 hours changed everything for me. And that was the following. I woke up with over 3,000 views in that one video. And I thought to myself, YouTube must have glitched. There's no way that over 3,000 people saw this. Mind you, I didn't unlist it. I think I meant to do it, but I didn't do it. God knows everything. So I went ahead and just published the video. And but I was actually thinking that it was going to be unlisted. Because if you send a video to someone and if it's private, they can't see it. But if you unlist it, they can see it, but only the person that has the link. And something happened where I guess I accidentally posted it live. And it went out into the ethos of YouTube. And I woke up again the next day and it was over 3,000 views. And so something surprising happened about that though, which was the following. More people were commenting on the video asking me, how can I reach out to you about your service? And they started dropping their questions. Some people even started dropping their information saying, hey, can you contact me? I want to learn more about that thing. That was my aha moment where I said, oh, you mean to tell me that instead of just having a one-to-one conversation, I can multiply that and I can have a one-to-many conversation. And that's when I stumbled across the landscape of digital marketing. It was foreign to me. So fast forward to where we are today. I'm sitting down with business owners that we help get access to business credit to, or business credit for, like when they're working with us. And I'm looking at the way that they're running their businesses. And I'm just thinking, man, some of these business owners, they could be doing so much more and so much more efficiently if they had tools in place where they can amplify their message. These are fantastic products. We're talking service-based business owners. We're talking real estate agents. We're talking about plumbing companies. We're talking about, who's another one that I got? We're talking about real estate investors. And I'm just looking at how they're currently running their business. And I'm thinking, you're so smart and you do such a great job with your business. If you would just package this into your content, and if you would just put this into your marketing, and if you would just put this out into maybe Facebook, if that's where your audience lives. I like YouTube. I also like Instagram. It would be an engine, a driving force that would catapult your business and how much inflow you get of clients. And then from there, or prospects, and then from there, you can go ahead and pick the better deals. You can pick the better clients that you actually want to work with. And then you actually have what we call an ecosystem that allows you to, if somebody's not ready yet, you can maybe introduce them to a smaller ticket product, maybe something digital, or you can introduce them into maybe a lower tier offer. Or for a better experience, you can maybe have more of a one-on-one experience with them. But at that point, that happens when you have enough supply and demand. So this video is a bit different from what I typically post on this channel, especially if you've been watching me for some time. And so if you want more of this, let me know in the comments. Comment the word service down below. And I'll make more service-based videos of how you can actually grow your service-based business online organically. I think that the first, I want to say right up to about the first $1 to $1.5 million that we generated in our business, the one that I had at the time, it all came from just posting online, talking head to a camera. And then we obviously started venturing into playing around with ads. But I think that so many of you guys, if you're watching this video, you're service-based business and you're used to just dealing with people one-on-one out in the public scene. You could be doing so much more and helping out so many more people if you put your message online and if you packaged your content in a way that it would attract your ideal client versus you constantly have to feel like you're pushing a big old boulder up a mountain and wondering, man, this is feeling so heavy, harder than it should. And it's feeling harder than it should because you're not amplifying your message in a way that'll bring you more of your ideal customers versus you constantly having to hunt people down every single month. So again, if you want more content like this, where I know it's a bit of a one-off, but I'll go ahead and fit it into our posting schedule where we're talking about how to actually attract customers into your service-based businesses by using digital marketing tools like what you're seeing right now on YouTube. Go ahead, comment the word service down below, and I'll see how we can get that going for you.